Hello everybody, it's me Skyler. Today I'm going to be counting down what I think is the top 10 roller coasters at Hersheypark in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we have our honorable mentions. These are coasters at the park that aren't quite good enough to make it into the top 10. First, we have Trailblazer. This is a decent aerodynamics mine train. It's a pretty fun ride for the entire family and it is very smooth. However, it's just not that thrilling and it can't make it into the top 10. Then there's Wild Mouse. It's pretty self explanatory why this doesn't make the cut. Wild mice are everywhere, and there's even one at Dorney Park just an hour away, and they just aren't really thrilling. Lastly, there's Coco Cruiser. This is Hershey's kiddie coaster. It's just there for the little kids and the credit hogs. It's nothing special. Okay, starting off the list at number 10, we have Sidewinder, a classic Vekoma boomerang. This coaster is just as good as any other boomerang. It is decently intense and it goes forwards and backwards. It does lack originality though. In number 9, we have Wildcat, one of the GCI Woodies at the park. This is actually a decent coaster. While it is a bit rough and shaky, it is still completely bearable, and it does have a very good twister layout. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't mind seeing this coaster being removed for a better coaster, or given the RMC Iron Horse treatment. Coming in at number 8, we have Laugh Track, the park's newest coaster. It is a Mauer spinning coaster, and it is a clone. Whirlwind at Seabreeze, Steel Dragon at Waldemere, and Spider at Lagoon are some examples of this clone. However, what makes this coaster special is the fact that it's indoors and in the dark. And it has a really cool funhouse theme. It probably isn't the best ride for you, though, if you're afraid of clowns. In number 7, we have Comet. This is a really fun, classic PTC Woody. It has some good airtime and a classic double out and back layout. However, it isn't a fantastic coaster. It's just fun. Just missing the top 5 is Super Duper Looper at number 6. This coaster is a Schwarzkopf, which is always a good thing. However, it isn't the most thrilling Schwarzkopf out there. That being said, this is a really fun coaster for the entire family. It has a fun layout and one vertical loop, so it's perfect for people who are just starting out on inverting coasters. It's also really cool how this ride interacts with Great Bear and Comet. Just ranking in the top 5 is Fahrenheit, Hershey's Intamin Looper. This coaster is like nothing else Intamin has made, and it is very good. First off, the drop is amazing. It has a 97-degree angle of descent, and you get thrown from your seat. After the drop is the Norwegian loop, which is an awesome element similar to a pretzel loop, but on this you invert twice. It's the only one of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. Next is a Cobra Roll, which is okay, and the corkscrews are pretty good too. That brings me to the cons. This coaster is quite rattly and gives some headbanging. However, the hard over-the-shoulder restraints were recently replaced with soft over-the-shoulder restraints as seen on the Intimidator 305 and Maverick, so I'd suspect that the headbanging has become less severe. In number 4, we have Great Bear. This is a B&M invert and a really unique one too. The pre-drop helix is very cool, and the actual drop isn't too shabby either. It's cool how it drops off the top of Kissing Tower Hill, over the creek, and down into Comet Hollow. The layout is very spread out and unique, and this ride even interacts with the Super Duper Looper. I just wish it was a bit longer. In number 3, we have Lightning Racer. This GCI is amazing. It's a dueling Woody, which is always a plus. It also has the quick transitions and small jolts of ejector airtime that GCIs are famous for. It is also very smooth for a Woody. On a side note, I prefer the Lightning side over the Thunder side, so if you ever have to choose one side, choose Lightning, but certainly ride both if you can. At number 2, we have Storm Runner. This Intamin accelerator is fantastic. It's a short ride like most accelerators, but it sure packs a punch. The launch is great, and the top hat gives great airtime. The inversions also rock, mainly the second and third ones. The elevated Heartline roll gives great hang time, and the flying snake dive is so unique and so cool. Finally, at number 1, we have Sky Rush, Hershey's Intamin Mega Coaster. This coaster is extraordinary, and it just happens to be the second best coaster I've ever ridden. only behind Del Toro. The drop is amazing, and it gives you some of the best ejector airtime in the world. It is one of the most intense coasters on the planet, and every turn and airtime hill throws you from your seat like a rag doll. Skyrush genuinely feels like it's trying to kill you, which I love. The restraints have given this coaster quite a controversy, though. I personally think the restraints hardly hurt at all, but if you're worried about thigh pain, ride in a middle seat. However, if you want to ride the best ride possible, ride in the back on a wing seat. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'd love it if you could like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.